We got a halibut, baby! Look at that bad boy. Oh, yeah.
3 years. It's taken 3 years for me to catch that fish. What an exciting 48 hours it was. So much so that filming pretty much went to the wayside and we focused solely on catching fish. The bite was only on the incoming tide in the middle of the night. I'm going to get a fire going, cook up some delicious fish tacos, and while doing so, give you guys a recap on what was one of the craziest weekends of fishing I have had in quite some time. Let's get this thing lit and get some fish on the grate. That fire is now going pretty good. As you can see, if you see me looking around a lot, it's because the beach I'm on has fairly fresh bear tracks on it, which is always fun, especially when you're going to be cooking fish. I'm going to get chopping up the ingredients here for this fish taco, which is very simple. We got red cabbage. I brought in some jalapeno to get a little kick. We have some fish taco seasoning from Alaska 3 Bears, which is amazing stuff. And then sriracha mayo to top the whole thing off. Right out of the chute Friday, felt like we were already behind the ball. It was a very rushed day, and it felt like we just could not catch up with time. I had a buddy come up from California who wanted to experience something Alaskan. Fishing from shore for halibut seemed like the right move. The drive takes about 5 hours or so to get to the beach we fished at, and once there, we were already missing the first high tide. It then took another 3 to 4 hours and get everything unloaded and set up for camp, followed by loading up my four-wheeler and kayak. I brought both so that we could run the beach and try to get to some fairly close shelves that were located right off of shore. The kayak was utilized for going and dropping bait. Previously, I have tried shore casting, but that didn't work. I even had a bait launcher that I made, but inevitably that thing blew up. Well, this just turned into a camping trip. Nice little jalapeno. We'll cut this up. Nothing like adding a little spice to a good fish taco. Once we finally settled on a location to fish from, it was getting to be pretty dark. High tide this past weekend that we fished was at around 1:45 to 2 a.m. It was rough. It definitely made fishing challenging, but it also made catching that much more rewarding. Can't go wrong with avocado. Once that bait was dropped, it was only a matter of time before we caught this, my first surf fishing halibut.
We got 12:28 right now in the morning.
Yep. Here it comes.
What do we got?
We got ourselves a
Dude, we got a halibut, baby! We got a halibut, baby! Look at that bad boy.
This is a 4-year fish in the making, right here. And as predicted, incoming tide, 12:30 at night, morning, I don't know what do you call it?
12:31.
So we are bright, early, bushy-tailed boys. We just picked up our first ever shore halibut. I mean, this is a good fish. And we're gonna get the line back out in the water because it is prime time. Holy cow. Now, I hear that it is very important to change the bait pretty consistently. That just wasn't in the cards with reeling the thing in, rebaiting, and then taking the bait back out another 100+ yards throughout the night. Now that everything's nice and chopped up, we're gonna get the fish cooking. Just taking a healthy chunk of butter, lay this on and around said fish. We then are gonna take the Baja fish seasoning I spoke of and sprinkle it on fish. Jeez, Louise, fire's throwing fire at us. And then to top it off, we got probably the smallest line that one could purchase from the store. Cut that up and give it a squeeze. This is exciting. There we go. Oh, don't lose it. Stay with me, Juice. Fold this up nice and neat. I'm going to take our little package of goodness and just place it right on the old grill, just like so. The following day started out bright and early. After a short 3.5-hour nap, we got the day going again so that we could hit high tide, I believe around noonish. High tide was a Irish Lord festival, and that was it. Guy's definitely a little bigger than most, but probably gonna let him go and catch about 34 more of his brothers. Once we went back, took a nap, and got ready for night 2, we were much more prepared. We got to the site. Boy, were we greeted with an absolute beauty of a sunset. Well, it's night 2. How about that sunset though, huh? Unbelievable. This is kind of what we got going on. We got one rod sitting here and just hanging out. Tide's obviously coming in. And then we got Buddy over here, and he is taking out line number 2 into that amazing sunset. What a sunset. Get it, Danny. Hopefully tonight's catch will include a halibut instead of 47 Irish Lords. Don't get me wrong, the Irish Lords were fun. It's awesome to see him catch some fish up here in Alaska. The rush of last night and actually getting a halibut, it was something else. So fingers crossed we'll have just as sweet a night tonight. It's gonna be a long one because tide is slack at about 2:30 in the morning. But we took a good nap and we're gonna ride this one out, guys. Hopefully next time this thing comes on, we're gonna be bringing in something with a white belly that's flat and not a flounder. Wow, look at this. Don't take this stuff for granted. Just stunning. All right, let's fish. We had to deal with a little bit more waves day 2. Even though the waves were picking up, we were still able to get out one set of baits, which inevitably was a success for us. There we are. It's almost midnight, which is the time we got a halibut last night. I think that we might be on to something that's not an Irish Lord. Let's hope. We'll get our light, go see what we got down here. Where is it? You see it coming in? Oh, here it is. I see it. It's a halibut.
Yeah, baby! We got it! We got one! Another 2!
Awesome. Here we go. She's a little one, but she's gonna be such good eating. This is why we're coming out at 12, 1, 2 a.m. because all day Irish Lord Festival, and now we have halibut 2 on incoming tide at night. Sacrifice a little bit, put in a little work, and holy smokes, does it pay off. Dude.
Number 2, baby!
Nice work. Awesome. Guys, this fish smells and sounds done. I am starving. So let's take a peek, look at this. Oh yeah, that right there looks amazing. I'm gonna serve myself up some fish, get this taco made, finish off the recap of this crazy halibut catching weekend. How's that look? Pretty spectacular. Thank you all that stick around and support me so I can do this kind of cool stuff. My gosh. All right, let's see what it's all about. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Fresh halibut taco. Goodness. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to eat this, probably eat another, and see you on the next one.